plants and sacred water, holy water given to establish that connection for the soul, so that that soul finds it easier to transcend. It's not easy, when you're living in the physical body for so many years, you do have attachments. It's but natural. But it is our work. If we truly love our family members, we will do this. So it is also getting to that feeling of unconditional love for the other, to shift beyond, your feeling of lack and what you want for them. It's not always I. It's we here. We work together. We work in tandem because our healing helps them. And as I said, their healing helps us because they bless us. Unfulfilled desires. If the desires of the person who's passing away are not fulfilled, there is a huge tendency to come back. And we will address this in the meditation again. There's a small example that I would like to share here. And this is a real life example of an old lady who was there in the hospice. She was being served by a very kind nurse. The nurse was very, very compassionate and she took care of her very well. But there was an issue with the nurse. She was not having a baby for many years. More than a decade she'd been trying, but she didn't have a baby. And this old lady was very, very happy with her service. So she told her that when I go to the other realm, I'm going to ask God to give you a baby. So the nurse would always listen to her and thank her for it. And then one day when the lady passed away, the nurse remembered her words and she just waited. And yes, exactly after a month, she did get pregnant. So friends, these are true stories. And I have come across many people in my temple when, we have these rituals and prayers. They have had visions of their ancestors being taken away in golden chariots by the divine. Their, faces have flashed. They've come back with messages saying that we are fine where we are. Sometimes symbolic representations like, a flower blooming is what some people have seen. Sometimes they see other ancestors who they have known coming to receive this particular ancestor that they're praying for. So innumerable signs. In fact, my own sister, when I had taken her to pray for her mother-in-law, she actually had, a message being conveyed to her over her. She just had her mobile phone in her hand and she said she didn't type, but there was a message that automatically got typed. It wasn't perfect words, but the message was very much conveyed. So there have been many instances where signs, symbols, and messages would come to us through them in some way or the other, telling us that they're fine. And attachments is a huge obstacle. In fact, attachments could be with the family members, people who you're really close to. Attachments could be with places, the homes where you've stayed. You're not willing to leave the home because you constructed the home with a lot of love and care. And you could have attachments with, even name, fame. You enjoyed your position during your lifetime. Attachments could also be with material objects. Simple thing like, a Rolex watch, which somebody must have, really liked. They're stuck there because, it's something which they really wanted. So what people used to do is just put that object along with the body of the person who passes away. Why was that done? They say that whatever, they liked, just let them go with that, so that they are not stuck and they transcend, it's theirs. So all kinds of things were done in ancient days, and that has what has been followed traditionally over time. And of course, traumas. It's very difficult when people pass away with accidents, in instances of violence, war situations. War situations in future lifetimes could be very traumatic, you know, because I remember this one case when I was doing my study of the past life regression. I remember this case very clearly, of this person who had a lot of rib pain, and doctors had tried a lot, but the rib pain just wouldn't go. And when this person came in for a past life healing to my master, then they discovered that it happened because he was actually a warrior. And during the war, when he was actually climbing a fort, there was an arrow which came from the back and it hit him and pierced him through the body. And when the healing was done during the past life regression session, he was freed of that pain. So these are small examples of trauma. So, friends, I think we can go on to the meditation now. So, you could close your eyes. Those who wear glasses can please take off your glasses and put them aside. We will do Anapanasati meditation of Brahma Rishi Pitama Patriji. Please clasp your hands. This is the way you could clasp fingers into each other and place them in your lap. You could cross your feet and focus on your incoming and outgoing breath. Your natural, normal incoming and outgoing breath. Invoke the presence of our Divine Masters, starting with Brahma Rishi Patriji and all other Masters, to be with us in this meditation and process today. So keep connecting to your natural incoming and outgoing breath, becoming completely one with it. Just let go all your worries of the future, your disturbances of the past. Forget completely who you are, your name, your connections, and connect to a complete zone of that deep silence within you. As you connect to that silence within you, connect to that dimension of nothingness, remembering you're nobody, absolutely nobody, and nothing. Strive to go beyond the body into that complete zone of emptiness. And if you know thoughts, if you find thoughts coming, just bring your focus back to breath again. As you keep focusing on breath, your mind will get empty slowly. So as you begin to feel lighter and freer, my friends, bring in front of your eyes any one ancestor who you would like to do this process of healing with today. You might want to heal the relationship with this ancestor. You know that a particular ancestor of yours has passed away with some disturbance. You could bring that ancestor too into the process. Just think of any one and bring them in front of your eyes. Look into their eyes and connect to them. Keep looking into their eyes and you will see yourself there. Your own essence. Establish that connection. The first thing that you will do is you will ask for forgiveness to that ancestor with whom you're doing the healing for any kind of hurt, pain, or disturbance you might have caused in his or her life. Do this with your complete heart and deep connection. Look out for a shift in your own feeling as you receive their response. And till you receive the response, do not move forward with the process. Since we have a time limit today, I would move on, but you can always come back to this video and take guidance from here and do the process again. Once you are done and you've received a sign, you will do the reverse now. You have asked for forgiveness to this particular ancestor. Now you will give forgiveness. You will forgive and let go any incidents of hurt, grief, pain, or judgment that you're carrying towards this ancestor, because it doesn't serve its purpose anymore. What's the point of keeping anything in our heart for someone who is connected to us in blood? And in so many other ways. So let go, free yourself and free the other. Be in that state of gratitude. There is a lot that you've received. So do this process with your complete heart to liberate both ends. And once you're done, you will go to the next stage. In the next stage, you will focus that there be peace in their journey of afterlife. There should be no disturbance whatsoever, and that they be completely liberated from any disturbed thoughts, pre-death, any disturbed feelings, any grudges towards the other, any kind of discontentment. And that they also be freed of unfulfilled desires. At this moment, you will ask them, what can I do for you that you be satiated and you move on? Receive their answer. However it comes to you, it is very important, because they will not be able to fulfill their desire, but you can fulfill it for them. If they are worried about any family member about their future, their security, financially or otherwise, let that message come to you. If they are uncomfortable about the disturbances in the relationships, let that come to you. You will need to work towards it. You may not find the results coming in instantly. In such cases, you will need to work towards it. But at least you've made a start, and that start would help them in their journey, because they would be overlooking you all the time. You may not know it, but yes, they do so. And then thirdly, there are three parts to this. The third part, you would also tell them to be free of any attachments they are stuck to, and that they should move on, because that is for their higher good, and that they should let go, they should free themselves. Guide them that all attachments with their relatives, people they loved, material objects, places, name, fame, position, all should be let gone. The soul needs to move on to higher planes, connecting to its true nature. And now you move to the next stage. Don't open your eyes at all through the process. Just remain deeply connected in your heart with your ancestor. You would take an intention that both of you be liberated in your karmic ties with each other. There are ties karmically which are called the family karma. In the case of a family karma, when this particular ancestor of yours has been impacted, you could also be impacted. And this is the moment when you need to take an intention and simply experience that you and your ancestor both are relieved of this family karma. Take the help of the divine masters that you have invoked for this part of the process. Receive any messages and guidance for the same. And once you receive the guidance and message, please do not forget to complete it. It needs to be completed. And now you will thank from deep within your heart this particular ancestor for all that you have received from him or her in every way. So we've already listed so much that we received from them. Your name, your family name, your characteristics, your personality, the way you think, even talents, skills, so many attributes, the way you speak, the color of your hair, your skin, whatever you like, whatever you're enjoying, the love that you received, your material comfort. Connect to all that and realize that this would not have been possible without the presence of this ancestor in your life. Understanding this at a deep level can bring about a huge shift. Gratitude is a very, very important part of the process. Let your heart melt as you relate to this connection. Gratitude, friends, is the highest form of receivership. Open yourself to this huge bank of receiving by expressing and connecting to all that you have received so far. And as I thank my ancestors right now in this process, as I thank my granddad for all that I've received, may all of you connect to all the abundance in your life, all the good and the beautiful in your life, and express that deeply and lovingly to your ancestor. And lastly, which everybody would love, this is a moment when you can ask for a blessing from the ancestor for the healing that you have done for yourself, the ancestor, and the entire lineage. Ask for the blessing with an open heart, full of love, full of connection, full of the forgiveness, no judgments, unconditional love and connection and gratitude. Knowing that you are being looked upon and that you will receive lovingly from your ancestor. And once you're done, my friends, you may rub your palms and place them upon your eyes. And very slowly, you may open your eyes now. So, the last slide, which says, a woman armed with ancestral wisdom is an unstoppable force. So, to all my women friends here of my tribe, stay empowered, stay unstoppable, friends.
Thank you so much, Indiraji, for beautiful.
Wishing you all lots of love and thank you to you too.
Thank you so much once again for this wonderful, beautiful session on ancestral liberation and ancestral healing. And really, I experienced a beautiful energy in this guided meditation. Thank you so much. Like liberating the family karma, and all the. I think all the ancestors they have that unresolved like desires, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
they keep on
yes,
passing to generations and generations, and yeah.
yes,
So this ancestral liberation meditation is so important. So sending them
yes,
that love. Yes.
yes. So those who wish to do it can do it, as I mentioned, every month on that specific day. And I
Mhm.
would like to thank you for this opportunity because I was wondering how I'm going to fit it into this program. So deep
Yes.
gratitude to you too.
Yes. It's a
Thank you.
beautiful day, like paying tribute to your grandfather. As you said, today is your grandfather.
Yes, that was a complete synchronicity. That's why I said you're an angel.
Yes, true.
It came as a divine plan, and you were the angel who made it
It's,
happen.
it's like universe. It's nothing to do
Yes,
with me.
yes, yes.
So we have received a couple of comments, and thank you for explaining about his ancestral connection and how to heal them. In
Thank
meditation,
you, Sathya.
and in I invite and ask them to take next birth as a meditator.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Lovely.
Yes. So
Lovely.
thank you
Thank
once
you.
again. Such a beautiful session. Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you.
Friends, hope you all have enjoyed today's session by Indira ji. And please to come back again to this YouTube channel, and you can do meditation, this ancestral healing meditation. And on this, as she mentioned, you can do on these new moon days and the full moon days. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Indira ji, once again. And friends,
Thank you.